Barcelona versus Benfica, and guys, it gets real. This time we play Benfica in the knockout stages. This time we play them in the round of 16. And as much as I am excited for the game, Benfica to run it back, that crazy 5-4 game that we will discuss later on in this video, and make sure to stay till the end. I'm as excited as I am nervous because this is what the Champions League knockout football does to you. But before I get straight into this video and we preview this, like up this video, guys. The like target for today is going to be 12 likes. Also, comment down below your thoughts and your predictions. And also, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do so because we are on the road to 800 subs. But let's get straight into it because Barcelona versus Benfica. When you hear that matchup and when it was drew in the round of 16 draw, we all thought about that game that we had earlier this season. In my opinion, game of the year from a neutral perspective. If you are neutral, Barcelona versus Benfica away at Benfica. The rain in Portugal was pouring and the game absolutely entertained. It delivered. Benfica, they were up 4-2 with barely any time left. I think they conceded 3 goals in 14 minutes. Raphinha was the hero of the night. He was the man of the moment with that late goal on the counterattack. When Barcelona, honestly, they settled for a draw. Ferran Torres boots it to Raphinha, and Raphinha is on one-on-one, and he scores his goal. And it was a crazy game. Hansi Flick couldn't believe it, and I absolutely couldn't believe it. But guys, let me just speak about Benfica real quick. Benfica, the opposition that we will play once again, they get the first leg at home, and then we will play them. No, we play them away from home in Portugal, and then we return to the Olympic Stadium at home next week. And guys, Benfica, the ones to watch out for me, obviously I have to say Pavlidis, the Greek striker. He scored a hat-trick against us. You have to respect that. And Pavlidis, this time, we know who he is. He's on the scouting report. Another person to watch out for is Orban Korku, the Turkish international. In my opinion, very decent player. And in possession, Benfica will be looking for him. And also, other Benfica news include that Di Maria, Florentino Luis, and Renato Sanchez, they're all doubtful for the game. Also, they've lost Manu Silva and Alexander Batu to ACL injuries. And for Barcelona, really, it's just Christensen that's out. Obviously, we know that Ter Stegen's out. We know that Bernal are out with lengthy injuries. So Barcelona are close as possibly strong as possible. And the next thing I want to say is, how do Barcelona approach Benfica this time around? Because for me, what can we learn from the last time we played them, that crazy 5-4 game? I really doubt it's going to be 5-4 this time. I really doubt it'll be even 4-3. I think that this game will have way less mistakes from Barcelona's part, at least. Barcelona, last time, whenever we lost the ball, whenever we had a turnover in midfield, Benfica, they had a rapid counterattack. And for that reason, if I'm Hansi Flick, I am starting my best midfielders possible. We need to dominate in that midfield, both physically and also keeping the ball. Keeping the ball, I cannot stress how important it's going to be against Benfica because we saw that Benfica counterattack. It is real in transition. Down the left side, Álvaro Fernandes was legit. One of their outlets, their left back was sprinting down that side. And also, he had a very good game against Lamine Yamal defensively. This time, I expect Lamine to show up. But once again, Barcelona, they need to keep the ball as much as they can. And actually, for this reason, if I'm Hansi Flick, I would actually start Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo is a proper number 10. But this guy, he free roams at times, and I think it's actually going to help us. Dani Olmo, how many times do I see him dropping deep to just help the team with an overload, a little triangle, an extra body that the defense has to mark? Whenever he plays, Lamine Yamal looks amazing. Raphinha looks amazing. Lewandowski has service. Pedri has help. Casado has help. If I'm Hansi Flick, I am starting Dani Olmo because once again, I call him the glue, and I call him the glue for a reason because we play that much better with him in the team. And if I'm Hansi Flick, the rest of the lineup would look like this. I would have Lewandowski obviously leading the line. He's starting in the big games. Lamine Yamal, Raphinha, enough said. Dani Olmo, of course, I just went on a little, cameo saying that he must play this game. Pedri, Casado in that midfield. Casado, I'm starting him because I need legs. That Benfica counterattack that we saw last time, we cannot have Frenkie de Jong for me starting because Casado is just more of a runner, and also he is more reliable on the ball. It's not like Gavi, who might be out for this game, by the way. Gavi's a little bit not press resistant, well, Casado's got that. I would also start Balde. Koundé's back in the lineup, of course. And I would actually say Ronald Araujo sits this one out just because the high line is going to be very important versus Benfica. Last time we had Iñigo and Cubarsí, and we still conceded 4. I think that Ronald Araujo, if he starts, I will not be too mad, but it's a little bit of a risk considering how important that this game is and considering that he hasn't played that much outside on the weekend of outside versus Sociedad. He hasn't played that much in the last couple weeks. Let's be real, guys. And what I would say is that Ronald Araujo, I would put him in this game regardless. Iñigo Martínez, if he tires out, Cubarsí, if he tires out, I would play Ronald Araujo at that moment because we've seen against Atletico Madrid, against tired legs, I would definitely love to sub in Ronald Araujo. And also, Frenkie de Jong, regarding him, I would say if there is a deadlock, a 1-1 or a 0-0 late in the game, I would definitely, 70 minutes or later, I would sub in Frenkie de Jong. I just do not trust Frenkie de Jong right now, at least. You know, he's still recovering from that injury. I think he's still playing himself into fitness. I think that Frenkie, great for ball retention, but I just don't know about coming back for that counterattack that Benfica's got. That is just my one doubt with him. And then the next thing I want to say is that the Barcelona attack, we spoke about that high line. It's got to be on point. That's why I'm starting Iñigo. That's why if I'm Hansi Flick, of course you start Cubarsí, Koundé, Balde, the guys who've done it. You know what I'm saying? And I would say that this Barcelona attack, regarding them, I say that Raphinha, I'm expecting a goal. He hasn't scored as many goals in the last couple weeks. Raphinha, last time against Benfica, he was the hero of the night. Robert Lewandowski, for me, just be a decent playmaker. Just hold the ball up a little bit. You know, Robert Lewandowski, offer us something outside of the goals because Robert Lewandowski, he will take his chance. If you give him 1, 2, 3 chances, he'll take it. But Robert, can you help us in build-up? Just 1 or 2 attacks, that would really go a long way. And also, Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal, last time out, what did I say, guys? Alvaro Fernandez actually had a very good game against Lamine Yamal. Probably one of the better fullback displays against Lamine. But this time, Lamine Yamal, the last 2 games, he's been doing Lamine Yamal things against Atletico Madrid, against Real Sociedad, and I'm expecting Lamine Yamal to come out on top this time. But guys, the next thing I want to say is that these guys just got to show up. You know, in Benfica, technically, we don't need the win. But Hansi Flick, I know my manager, and I know what he's going to do. This guy's going to set up to win, and I like that. But ultimately, what does that mean? This team, Raphinha, Lewandowski, Lamine, whoever it is, Olmo, if it's Fermin off the bench for me, Ferran off the bench, guys, we'll have to be clinical because we're not going to be Inter Milan or Atletico or Real Madrid who set up for a result away from home. No. This is Barcelona. And number 2, this is Hansi Flick. This guy is a manager that is so offensively orientated that I think that, guys, we're going to fully go for it. And I hope that we score some goals. And for that reason, I'm actually going to go for Barcelona 4, Benfica 2. That is my prediction. Guys, let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's going to be as crazy as the first time that we played Benfica? But for me, I think that Raphinha is going to score a brace. I think Lewandowski is probably going to score. And I'm saying 4-2 Barcelona away in Portugal. And by the way, once again, it's going to be raining in Portugal, by the way. But guys, let me know what you guys think about this game. Absolute must win. There's some crazy games. The Madrid derby, Liverpool PSG. Man, the Champions League, bro, it's truly back. But guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, subscribe if you are new, road to 800 subs, and like this video up. See y'all in the next one. Visca Barça.